What's up, guys? It's your boy Zeke here to talk to you today about why Gareth Bale's injury is a chance for Marco Asensio. Now, if you remember a couple days ago in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals versus Bayern Munich, Gareth Bale was subbed off at the 60-minute mark and Asensio was brought on. At first that didn't make sense, and then next thing you know, Asensio delivers a beautiful cross to Ronaldo, which Ronaldo converted and helped Madrid win the game 2-1. Now, it was later found out that Gareth Bale had re-aggravated one of his muscle injuries that apparently hadn't completely healed, and reports are saying he'll be out for the next 2 to 3 weeks, which means he is going to miss the Clasico, and he is also going to miss the second leg of the quarterfinals versus Bayern Munich. Now, even though that's something that you should expect by now as a Madrid fan, because Gareth Bale is injury prone, I also just want to question if he was even ready to come back after his ankle injury, because it looks like Zidane just threw him out there immediately and started playing him 90 minutes right off the bat. This is the same thing that Ancelotti used to do, and what do you know, Gareth Bale would always end up getting injured and would be out for another 3 weeks, and over and over and over again. I don't think he was eased in properly. He should have maybe just played like a few, the last few minutes of every match before going straight 90 minutes, which Zidane only brought him in for like maybe 30 minutes for his first game from injury, and then next thing you know, he's playing 90 minutes the next match. I do not agree with that, and right now it's shown again that he's been injured as because of that. I think because he's also I think most of his injuries are muscle injuries. I don't think he's being eased back in properly. That's probably the cause for the constant injuries. But here are some points today to prove why Gareth Bale's injury is a good thing for Marco Asensio. In case you're familiar with the I don't know if it's a quote, but it says, one man's meat is another man's poison. Well, in football, one man's injury is another man's chance. Yeah, one man's injury is another man's chance to, shine and either make sure that the coach never calls back the guy that got injured, or it's also a poison, as it can also make or break the person that is filling in for the injured player, because if that person puts in a bad performance, he's gonna get dropped immediately as soon as the main guy comes back. But if he puts in a solid performance, obviously he's gonna get called on repeatedly, so he can continue to build on that performance. Now, the first point today is that if Marco Asensio gets to play against Bayern Munich in the second leg, this will cement his credential as a top talent. We already know he's one of the young and one of the hottest prospects in football. If you don't believe that, you can go and look at his goal versus Sevilla in the Copa del Rey. Beautiful goal where he takes it all the way from our box into their box, juking one of their players, and then scores goal or soul all by himself. But now he gets to prove that versus one of the biggest teams in the world, one of the top 5 teams in the world in Bayern Munich. This will also if he puts in a good performance, this will solidify people's opinion in him, and this will also dispel the age limitation, because he is 21 years old, and if or when he does put in a solid performance versus Bayern Munich, no one is going to be looking at the fact that he is 21. I think most people will actually be surprised that he is 21 and functioning the way that he is. And another thing is that if he does start against Bayern Munich and have a good performance, don't for one second think that this is going to make him a permanent starter in this Real Madrid team. No, he is no way in hell is he gonna start repeatedly over Gareth Bale. That I don't honestly see that happening. Not now. Maybe not until Gareth Bale completely declines. That is just not gonna happen. Now, and another thing is, this is also a great chance for him to showcase his talent against a big team. This is, if he performs well against Bayern Munich, don't be surprised when, you know, he gets subbed in during a Clasico. Don't be surprised if he gets to maybe start over anyone during a Clasico, anyone but Ronaldo, of course. But yeah, just don't be surprised when, you know, Zidane, you know, just brings him in versus, you know, teams like Barca, because he has the talent, he has the potential to, you know, overcome any mental block that will make him cave in against big teams. And this will also be a chance for him to showcase his versatility. In case you didn't know, Marco Asensio is naturally a number 10 central attacking midfielder, whatever you want to call it. He is a number 10 before everything else, but he is so gifted in the fact that he can function on both sides of the wing, whether it's the left or the right, and maybe 5% as a striker in the center ish. But I wouldn't ever play him there ever, because he'd probably disappear in most matches if he was used as a striker. But yes, he can function on both sides of the wings and also right down the center, and also as a central midfielder. He's done it before, and as you've seen, you know, he functioned very well on the wings for Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. This is not the first time, and it will not be the last time. And I also want to use that to highlight the fact that this Madrid team right now is very, very versatile. This is crazy. The amount of talent that we have. We do not have players that can just play in one position and that is it. Even our substitutes can play in multiple positions. Look at Nacho, who was apparently the fourth string center back. He can play all across the back line, on the left side as a left back or a right back, or in the center. Same thing as Danny Carvajal. He can also play on the left, even though he is more effective and hands down, in my opinion, the best right back in the world. You know, he can also play on the left. He's done it before on one of the rare occasions, and he can also function as a right midfielder. That's also another rare thing, but he's done it before. Same goes with Danilo, who I think is much better as a left back than he is a right back. And same thing for Modric, Cruz, and yeah, they can also play any midfield role, whether they're functioning as a number 10 or a DM, or, you know, just as a central midfielder. Same thing for also Casemiro. In case you didn't know, he was naturally a box-to-box center midfielder. You know, the guy that just runs back and forth before going full-time DM. And Benitez kept capitalizing on his defensive prowesses. Same thing for Kovacic. He can also function as a DM, a CM, as a number 10. Same thing for just about everyone, except maybe Benzema. Even though Benzema has been drifting towards the left for the past couple of months to accommodate Ronaldo in the center. But yeah, this team is insanely versatile. You know, I hope this season, you know, we get to bring home at least one trophy. One trophy, man. One trophy. That's what I have to say for today, folks. And I think this is probably my most well-coordinated video, because this is the first time I've ever written down my thoughts before just going on. Usually I just go and freestyle and it sounds like a rant and everything's all over the place. But yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out.